I have 3 new drugstore products that I'm going to share with you today. 2 of them I know are fairly new releases. I'm not sure about this one, but I thought I would try them all out in one video. And well, hello and welcome back to my channel. Age is just a number, and my name is Barbara Jean. This is a channel for women over 40, 50, 60, 70 and beyond who have a love of fashion and beauty, and it's all about beauty today because I've got 3 products that I'm going to be trying out for you. I've got a foundation by Revlon, a mascara by L'Oreal, and a concealer by Neutrogena. So, if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you haven't subscribed yet, why not? Just hit that little red subscribe button and become part of my little family here. So if you want to see these products in action, hang tight and we'll get started on it right away. All right, I have nothing on my face, as you can see, other than my skincare and then what I've used for my primer. We're just going to call it a primer, but it's the Great Skin from Merit. I'm really enjoying that. So let's talk about this. This is the Revlon Illuminance. If you can see that, if it focuses or not. And this is a skin caring foundation. And it's got 5% squalene in it and hyaluronic acid. Now, I am not a big fan on relying on skincare in my makeup. So, but it's just a plus if it's there. So this is a glass bottle with a pump. This I bought at CVS Pharmacy, and I had gotten some other things, and I had a coupon that, you know how you get those bucks back if you buy, you know, they've got different specials and stuff. So I didn't pay, I think let me see, hold on. This may be it right here. I paid $12.49. It was at CVS. The price was $17.49, and I had a $5 coupon. So I ended up paying $12.49 for it. So, but then when I did that, I got 2 coupons back. It spit out. So I went back, and then I got the concealer. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. So I just want to do this one really quick here. So I'm going to bring out my BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. And I'm going to do 1 pump. Right here. And the color I got is 109. I'm not sure. That's what it says, 109. I don't know what that represents. Okay, we'll just go with that, 109. It looks a little bit pinkish on me, but we'll see. When I'm doing the foundation and I put it on my hand and I tap it on here, I don't like to put it all over because I like to take my time with it, and it can kind of dry by the time I get over to another section. So I'll just do 1 section at a time. And so I just want to see how this looks. I'm looking in a mirror right here beside me, or that's right here. So this is just the first swipe. And I want to bring you in. I don't want it to spill all over me. Hold on. Let me do it with this hand. For one swipe, and I can't. All right, here's the first swipe, without and with. So let's go back so you can see what I'm doing. It didn't run too much. So let's do just a little bit more here. And see what we get. Just dab it in with the brush, and let's get some up here. And that way I'm going to have a half face with and without as a comparison right off the bat for you. All right, so here is one half of the face done. And no foundation, and then this is the foundation just on this side. So let's bring you in so you can kind of see. I think the color match is pretty good. I think you could, it's buildable. I did one pump on this side of the face, and I went back over it because I have some little redness usually right around my nose area, as you can see right here, and it covered that up very well. Now this is supposed to, I thought it was going to be more luminous. I really don't see any luminosity on this. So, you know how some, you can tell that it has a bit of a glow? This doesn't. But I just thought it was going to be a little bit more luminous. So let's go ahead and I'll tell you what, I'm going to do, let's do the other side, and then I'll come back and we're going to talk about my new concealer and see how that works. All right, I stopped what I was doing here just for a second. Got you in too close here. Okay, boy, it looks really light when I pull it back, doesn't it? In these bright lights. So, okay, here's what I did. I had a little bit left on my hand, so I went back and was touching up the cheekbone right here. And when I put it on here like this, I don't know if you can see this or not, but here I can see the luminosity, which I couldn't with just, you know, like just one plain coat or one pump over there. So it's like the luminosity comes into play when you have more. So, but what I'm going to do is I've got a damp sponge here, and so I'm just going to kind of pounce that off a little bit. So if you can see that when I did that, it kind of took some of that luminosity away, but it's still very much so over here. But I don't want it to be too heavy either. So I'm just going to pounce that away right there. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead now and talk about the concealer. The concealer that I got, I'm going to call this a Clara made me buy it. And this is the Neutrogena. She was talking about this on her channel. It's the Radiant Cream Concealer. And she said that it was very moisturizing. It's got peptides and antioxidants in it. So here it is. It's a concealer with skincare ingredients in here. So I got the color, let's see if it's on here. It's the lightest color that they had. Oh, it's on the end. Ivory Light 01. And it is in the doe foot applicator, which a lot of them are. It's a nice, It's either thick plastic or glass. I don't know. But I wanted to try this. I'd only use concealer if I need it. So we're going to go ahead, excuse me, and boy, it looks really light, doesn't it? Okay. We're just going to tote a little bit. I don't like using a lot. You know how some people just slather it on? I don't slather at all. So I'm going to bring out my BK Beauty Angie A506, this concealer brush, the little paw. And I'm just going to see from the inner corner under the lashes. I had gone up there with her. I had, put my foundation and kind of run that underneath there, so I wasn't going to need a whole bunch. So, but I just wanted to see how this looks. And make sure it doesn't look too dry. So let's see. Can you see that? So here, I haven't done any concealer over here. I'm trying to take that up into the lash line so you can see a little bit different there. Now, I don't have really dark circles per se today, or most days, but boy, I can tell my eyes really need some Lumify. My allergies have been horrible with this, even with the cold weather. You would think that everything would be frozen, but there. That's not bad. That is not bad. I don't like a heavy concealer to where it just looks like it's caked on. So that's pretty darn good. So I'm going to go in, let's do the other side really quick here so it matches. I'm just dotting it a little bit. And I try, because the under eye skin is so thin, I try not to move it around too much because that just causes more wrinkles. Okay, I wanted to come back on here and show you something really quick, that because as light as this foundation is, what I have done here, I haven't done a thing over here other than my eyebrows. But if you'll look right here, what I did, I warmed with the bronzer, just under the cheekbone a little bit. See what a difference that makes? And then, of course, I took it up here into the hairline and just softly. And the one that I'm using is one that has been a drugstore. My drugstore favorite one would probably be this one right here. And it's actually the L'Oreal. This is an old one. This is called Glam Bronze, but they redid the packaging and they called it Lumi. But it is a little bit of an iridescent, not iridescent, but it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it. And it just warms it up. So it's not a contour, because a contour is typically cool toned to where your bronzer is a little bit more warm toned. So, but as you can see that I've just warmed up the face a little bit from this side to nothing over here. And what a difference that can make. So, all right, now I'm going to go off and do the rest of it and then come back here. All right, so I now have eyeshadow on, and I'll show you. I just used the Milani. This is the all-inclusive eye, cheek, and face palette from Milani. So it comes with 2 blushes, a highlighter, and a bronzer, 3 eyeshadows here. And here's what it looks like. I've had this for a while. This bronzer in here is so golden, it's not even close to what would be a good bronzer for me. You see what I'm saying? So I don't even touch that. I did use this blush and then topped it with a little bit of this and then used the highlighter and then used these three in the eyeshadows. So I thought it would go really with my sweater that I've got on. You can see that all the colors kind of go with it. So there's where we're at on that. So I've got everything bronzed up with the L'Oreal bronzer. I've had this it's so old. I've hit pan. But whenever I do go get another one, I will get the Lumi because they changed the name of the packaging on it. But it's the same. It's the same. So what we're going to do now is a new mascara that I got from, and I'm going to say that Clara, again, Clara Barrera, I'll link her down below. I love her. She's one of my southern besties here. And this is the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. So I'm going to show you how I have been using it. I despise clumps. So I have a technique that I use, and then I'm going to show you. So we're going to go in here, and I'm just going to curl real quick. And this is just a Shiseido. I've had it for a very, very, very long time. And so I'm just going to hold the this just for a little bit there to get the curl in there too. So we've got the curl, and I've already tight lined a little bit of brown, and I used just the ColourPop brown. It's called, I can't read it, Brew, haha. It's just a chocolate brown, dark chocolate brown. All right, so this has got that interesting brush. Everybody's been seeing it. So, all right. I'm just going to go in and wiggle, and I'm trying to make sure you can, if I can get up here. Let's see if I can bring you in a little bit more to get this done here. Whoops, get you again. And keep it out of my hair as well. Trying to make sure that I'm in frame here. Okay. So I will spend however much time I need on my lashes because I don't wear false lashes. My eyes are always so sensitive. I do use a eyelash growth serum, REVIV, that I have been extremely, extremely happy with. And so it's going on without any clumps. Can you see that? It's doing great. All right. So what I'm going to do though is, this is one of my little tools. It's a eyelash comb, and you've got to be very careful with these because these are sharp metal pieces. But I like to put it in there and then just comb it up. And if there's any clumps, it'll come off. And then I have a wipe here, and I just kind of wipe it off after I do it so that there's nothing there. So let's go in for another coat. If I use a eyelash primer, I do the very same thing. I use the comb to go through it to get any lumps of the primer off as well. But I'm not using the primer today. I'm just using the mascara so you can see what it's doing for me and how I do it. But I really like this. I got this at CVS as well, and I believe I paid $15.99 for it. But I did have a coupon. I saved those little $5 coupons, you know. can't leave money left on the table. So I have this one, but I also have another one of these. And I just lightly comb it, but I'm very, very careful because it is metal. And if you stick your eye, it's going to hurt. But as you can see, I don't have any clumps. So if you put mascara on top of clumps, you're just going to get more clumps. So there is 2 coats of mascara on that eye. So we're going to go in with another one. We're going to go in with 3, and I'm not doing as much at the base, but more on the ends right now. About halfway up and then straight up. There's that, and then I'm going to go in again with my comb. Making sure that you only see the defined straight lashes, no balls or clumps. Now, I don't use the mascara. I use on my top lashes from my bottom lashes because I do have, see here, I do have the leaky eye syndrome, so I have to use a waterproof. And I'll show you, but you see, can you see this? What's on there? And so I'm just going to take it. I don't know if it's going to show up or not. So there's nothing left on it. So that is 3 coats with this mascara, and I think it looks very, very nice. So the one I use on my bottom lashes is always the same one. It is the Wet n Wild Mega Linked Waterproof, and it's got the little bitty brush. So, because I just use just a tiny, tiny bit on the bottom lashes. So there's that. All right, so I'm going to go and finish the other eye, and then and do my lips, and then we'll talk about these products and what I really think. All right, so we got done with all the makeup now. So let's just kind of review these products here. The Revlon Illuminance. Now, when I did the first coat, I did not see any illuminating factor on it. But when I put a little bit more on my cheek, then I could see the illuminance properties of this. So, and I just kind of touched it off with my wet sponge just a little bit. But what it liked was because, especially right now with the allergies and the heat on it and everything, my face tends to be a little red sometimes. And I don't know if you could see that at the very beginning, but this really covered that red, and it covered right in here my broken capillaries around here. So I was impressed with that. So the concealer by Neutrogena, yeah, it's not drying. It's not drying, and it's not cakey, and I have worn it for several days, and I'm very impressed with it. So that is a winner as well. And the mascara, the L'Oreal, I'm very impressed with it. So yes, I think I got 3 for 3 on this little adventure to CVS. So thank you, Clara, for turning me on to these. I think I haven't seen Clara do the foundation, but I know she has done the mascara, and this was in her favorites. So yeah, I'm glad that I got that. So thank you, Clara, so much. If y'all don't know Clara, I've got her video linked down below, so go check her out. So, but that's all I've got for you today. Yes. If you like these type of videos with makeup and kind of doing some high-end, low-end, different things, testing out, please let me know. I know I typically bring fashion to you, but I do have a love of skincare and makeup as well too. So I would love to hear your comments on that. And have you tried this foundation? Has anybody else tried it? I'll link these down below just in case you are interested in trying any of these. So I'm going to get out of here. All right, ladies, remember what I tell you every single day? Every single day, to get up and show up, because you're worth it. So until I see you in my next video, have a very safe and a very blessed day.